So, excellent, Mr. Maule. And full of mystery. One really doesn't know who's who. Can you explain?
Well, Moon and Birdboot are two critics watching a whodunit, but they get drawn into it. First, Birdboot goes onto the stage to play the part of Mrs. Drudge, the housekeeper. Moon doesn't see him do this, but soon realises that something is wrong. However, Mrs. Drudge is quite convincing, so Moon becomes perplexed. Then the second telephone call, essentially from Birdboot, gets Moon totally flummoxed. And in the end, he goes up on stage to speak on the phone, and it ends up that Birdboot is on the phone, or so it seems.
So, Birdboot can't be Mrs. Drudge, then?
That would appear to be the case if Birdboot is the person on the phone.
Is he?
We can't tell, because it turns out that he's Bunbury.
So you mean that Birdboot and Bunbury are the same person?
Well, no, not exactly. It could be so, but we don't know who's telling the truth.
So, a case of mistaken identity?
Well, not exactly, as we don't really know which person really exists and which person is masquerading as another, or which person is playing two roles.
That's getting beyond my limit of comprehension, I must say. So we basically don't know who's who and who's pretending to be who.
Well, no, not exactly, because the reality does exist and it's up to the viewer to figure it out for themselves.
So you mean to say, in a general sort of way, that in life we really don't know who's who, or whether they themselves know who they are? Is that what you mean?
Not exactly. The person involved knows who they are, but we, as viewers, can easily be deceived. And others are in the dark as to the real identity of the person they are speaking with. For example...
Do you mean that, for example, I don't know who you are?
Well, no, not exactly. You're quite sure who I am, aren't you?
Yeah, of course, you're Roland Maule.
Can you swear to it that I'm Roland Maule? Whose word do you have for it?
Well, your word.
Anyone else's?
Monikers, I suppose.
Is that all?
Yes.
So, that is your full evidence for the supposition that I'm Roland Maule? And how do I know you are really Garry Essendine?
Well, of course I am. You came to see me in my play 47 times, did you not?
But how do I know it's really you? It could have been an actor playing your part.
Well, yes, but I am an actor. I play the part of the characters I portray.
Are you the actor or the character? I may tell you candidly that I am not who you think I am.
Oh, could you do that again?
Yes, I think I should actually. Yes, but are you the character or the actor? I may tell you candidly. I may candidly tell you that I am. I'll get it in a minute. Yes, but are you the actor or the character? I may candidly tell you that I am not who you think I am.
What do you mean by that?
Didn't you say yourself that my plays were derivative?
Yes, but you yourself told me that they were all your original work, and that you were not influenced by other playwrights, didn't you?
Yes, well...
Well, what do you mean? Something isn't adding up here. 2 and 2 are not making 4. Do you mean to say that you are not really who you are pretending to be?
You could put it like that.
I'm really losing track of things.
Are you now? Your voice when you were singing was a giveaway and all that posturing around in the dressing gown?
It's not a dressing gown. It's a yukata.
A what?
A yukata is a kind of lightweight kimono.
Call it what you will. In my estimation, it's a dressing gown. One of the most odious designs and made of the cheapest material that I have seen in years. I'd say at least 30. Is it not that an absolute giveaway that you are not Garry Essendine, but you are playing the part of Garry Essendine, and that you are actually Noel Coward?
Yes, I am. How brilliant of you to figure it out.
Not exactly. It was a wild guess.
Well, I admit to it, I am no old coward. I'm writing this new play, which I'm going to call Present Laughter, and I've been rehearsing it for several months now, trying out different actors and getting the script finely tuned. It was very astute of you, Mr. Maule, to discover that. But then, hold on a minute, it doesn't make sense. Not at all, because you are supposed to be a character in my play. Hold on, I wrote the part of Roland Maule, and now you turn out to be Roland Maule. Are you really Roland Maule, or someone pretending to be Roland Maule?
Well, you are aware, no coward, pretending to be, or should I say, playing the part of Garry Essendine. So why shouldn't I be someone pretending to be Roland Maule? Or should I say, playing the part of Roland Maule?
Yes, well, you were that rather wild up-and-coming playwright who kept pestering me and then came up eventually with some good material, so
So now you realise I'm not really Roland Maule, but a person playing the part of Roland Maule. As you know, I'm a playwright and not an actor, like you, so I don't learn the lines and deliver them as real actors do. That's why I always carry scripts around and occasionally fumble my lines.
Yes, I see. But even seasoned actors are liable to fumble their lines, as you know, and I've spotted me doing. Just doing it now, so now I know you're not an actor, but you're playing the part of Roland Maule. Doesn't that make you an actor?
Well, no, not exactly. And do you know who I really am? Am I Birdboot or Bunbury? Or would you like to make a wild guess as to who I really am?
Well, you got me there. Not a clue.
Yes, I could go as far to say I'm wild by nature and wild by name.
Good grief. You don't mean to tell me that you are?
Yes, my name is Wild. Oscar Wilde.
Hell, I'm thoroughly shaken and deeply stirred. But didn't you perish in prison in Paris over 30 years ago?
Well, no, not exactly. I escaped from prison, but unfortunately took a wrong turn, going left instead of right, and ended up going all around the world. I met Conan Doyle in Switzerland, where he was taking a vacation by the Reichenbach Falls, and he gave me some good hints about disguising myself. And I travelled around the world via America, where I invested in some cosmetic surgery to rejuvenate my looks.
By at least the best part of 30 years, I should say. I'll make a point of asking Monica to arrange an appointment for me with your cosmetician. Well, you certainly look very young. You must have been on a good diet to look so relatively youthful. I just can't believe it. This is the happiest day of my life. To know that you really are still alive. Oh, words fail me. This is the most wonderful news imaginable. I can't wait to tell everyone about it. Monica and Ivan Novello.
They know already. That's how I got access to you and brought along some of my plays in an endeavour to resuscitate my career.
Well, Oscar, I'm amazed. Truly amazed. And really, amazingly amazed. It's beyond amazing. Words fail me.
I can see that.
So you bumburied your way all around the world for 30 years, and now you're back home. What are you going to do now?
We have no time to lose. We need to get into action straight away. How about starting off with a world tour as the Three Bunburys?
Yes, I've run myself. We'll start right here in Bognor with a performance for His Majesty. He's been so thrilled with your Bunbury plays, he's expressly asked for...
The Three Bunburys, that's right.
All I can say is... Sorry, I'll do that again. All I can say is that's all I can say. So as they say, all's ends that well's end. Or something like that.
You mean all's well that ends well?
Yes, who said that?
Shakespeare.
You don't mean to tell me that he's still around?
Don't be ridiculous. He died about 4 months ago. He fell off a horse, a fool. Oh, and the word Ivor was looking for is lilacs.